How many of you discount? Be truthful. Give me discount. How many of you discount? Discounting. How many of you discount? Be truthful. Give me discount. How many of you discount? Do you know that you know the consequences? I know Bill's got something for me. He's going to justify his discounting. I'm going to kill him. Discounting. So some people discount, right? Do you know the consequences of discounting? Let's do the numbers. The numbers here. And then I'll take your question after, Bill, because you're dying to jump on me on this one. Okay. Let's assume that we have a product that we have an 80% gross profit on it. Okay? We have 100 units of this product. We sell this for $100 a piece. So technically, we're gathering $10,000, correct? We got a gross profit margin of 80%. We get $8,000 to pay for our fixed expenses and whatever. So if you give a 10% discount, which is cool, no problem, nice order, give you a 10% discount. Here's the consequence. Therefore, you're selling that product for $90, right? You're selling $90, sold 100, 70% now. You would have to sell 127 of those units to get the same profit. So therefore, that has a 27% increase in selling that product because you gave a 10% decrease in price. So you're going to have to work 27% more just to get the same amount of money. Then if you're generous and you give a 15 or a 20% discount, oh, you're generous. And then you're going to have to work 67% more to get the same money. Are you with me, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's your comment?
I don't discount, I package.
Good.
I want to make a difference from the discounting. So it's a form of a discount, but it's in a package, so it's different.
He's still ahead of me. He's still ahead of me. He's still ahead of me. Good. Now, here's what happens if we go the opposite way. You increase your prices by 10%. So, same scenario. Then you'll be selling more at $110 instead of selling at $110. We increased our price by 10%. So we need to sell 91 to get the same money. So basically, we've decreased our workload 9%. And if you go with a 20%, then 17% to get the same money. Okay? So therefore, you work less, and then you get the same amount of money. So you pick up time, because you all told me earlier that your workload is up to here.
So what I hear you saying is every time that we discount, we are increasing our workload.
Absolutely. Discounting in cash. Discounting in cash, and that's where I'm going to meet you. If you discount in product, in the value of product, that's a much better way. Okay? All right, that's a much better way, because you're not going to, if you go, say $1,000 order, and you give a 10% value, increased value, so you can buy $1,100 worth for $1,000. What's that extra $100 costing you? 2 or 3%, 5%, a couple prints more. And often it's retouched prints already, so they really very minimal cost. However, the value is still there. The client's perceived value is still there. Christine?
Basic economics, we call it price revenue curve. And what happens is there's a point in which revenue is maximized and the price increases or decreases. And so what you have to look at is sometimes the price determines the perceived value. So sometimes by raising the price, you can actually raise the number of sales, or at least you raise the total volume coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That's numbers. And people will say, well, I really am tough on, I have a hard time increasing my prices. I'm afraid of increasing my prices. I'm scared because people will move away. I'll lose my clients. Some of you that have been in business for a little while, and if you've increased your prices, How many clients did you actually lose when you increased your prices? Anybody? How many?
Be some, but I find that I gain better clients on the back end.
There you go. It's a pretty good trade-off, I think. Pretty good trade-off. I think we've managed it. There are some clients that may move out of your range. That's fine. Then we can get some more clients, and then it balances out. Nobody that followed, that I've done teaching this, I've been teaching this for 12 years now. Nobody that I've challenged to change their prices, and they have gone that, has ever called me back and said, I had to roll back my prices, Andre, because it didn't work. Nobody's done that. However, here's, I open, close in a minute. Here's what it needs to be done. If you're going to do your analysis and figure that you need to increase your prices, if you do not increase the perceived value of your work to justify the increase in prices, you may hit the wall. Because if you're selling work this way, say I need to price my work a little more than that, the value is not going to carry it. I'm sorry, it's the way it goes. And I've heard through the grapevines people say, well, Andre told me to raise my prices regardless. I said, no, I never did that, and I'll never say that. You have to increase your prices, but you have to increase the perceived value of it, the customer service. You have to increase all of that so that the client feels that they're getting the money's worth. Then you can proceed. When is a good time? When is a good time to increase your prices?
Now,
My favorite day.
My favorite day today is today. So how do you do it though? How do you do it with old clients, with new clients? Obviously, if you got old clients that have a job being processed in the studio, you do not touch those prices. You have to follow, you have to swallow them. You have to live with it. But the minute you decide to change your prices based on your strict calculation and you know exactly why, then you can move on now. Do it now. The new clients come in, boom. There's no such thing as January 1st or July 1st or whatever. There's no such thing as that. Nobody says that. It's you. You decide. You better move on right away. Now, what if you after your analysis, you say, oh, I need to increase my prices by 30%. 30%. That's a lot. It could happen. I've seen it. We got a lot of work. It could take you a year to get there. I would do it in increments. And then again, perceived value. And perceived value could be just doing a fresh coat of paint in the studio. That could be a perceived value, as simple as that. But then again, small details will carry the whole